What's wrong with you? Hey everybody, welcome back to Cattywampus Acres. This is Jason and Lauren, and we are about to start harvesting some of these potatoes. So this year we tried the Ruth Stout method for growing our potatoes. We don't know how well it's going to work. We are going to not play any camera tricks on you, and we're going to see how well it goes. Basically what it is we used hay and straw, and we just kept piling that on top of these potato seeds that we started. The goal was to have little effort into harvesting the potatoes. We've grown potatoes in potato towers. That was pretty crappy. We didn't really get much from that. But when we did to grow in a raised bed, those came out pretty good. This was the most that we had started so far. We started 4 different kinds from Haas Tools. And so we wanted to see how well this method works. I know it works well for some people, doesn't work as well for others. You can have issues with mold and just too wet, and then if the potatoes are exposed to too much sun, if you don't cover them up enough, then I know there can be issues with that. But basically what we did was anytime the potato flowers would come up, we would just try and pile more and more hay and straw on them. And so we will see. So you guys are going to get to see what the actual results are of this Ruth Stout method here in north central, northeast, whatever we call ourselves, Georgia. It's just right outside of Atlanta. So we're zone 7B, and it's been really hot this year, and we've watered, it's rained, so we are going to see what it's like to, you know, what these potatoes, how this did. Also, I think we're gonna pick squash. Yeah, we got plenty of squash ready, so we're gonna harvest all that. So we have butternut and spaghetti, and being that those are winter squash, not because they grow in the winter, but because they will store through the winter. Yep. So yeah, do we get your Crocs? Croc check? Crocs. Croc check. So this first row is the Yukon Gold, decent size. Okay. All right, that looks like a decent potato. All right, well, we'll get to picking. We'll check back with you here in a second. Benefit for you guys watching this video is you get to, whether it be to our detriment or to our success, you guys get to see what method you're going to use maybe in your garden this year, next year. And as I know, if you guys have potatoes, which is a root vegetable, and it's not what about that one right there? If you have it exposed to the sun, apparently it can I don't know if they call it toxic sometimes. I think it can make you a little sick if you eat potatoes that have been exposed to the sun and they're green. So you don't want those for sure. We won't be testing that on this episode. Oh, there's a big one. Look at that. Big one. Alright, first one, not overly exciting, but okay, so it was 10 pounds we started with. This is definitely way more than 10 pounds, so we did get, you know, some return, but you can see variety in here, a lot of small ones. Paul Gauchi, if you're familiar with Back to Eden gardening, he always takes his biggest potatoes and plants them back in the ground, because his argument is that if you plant a big potato back, then you'll have big returns. And I'm seeing what he's saying, because we cut these when we planted them and we get a lot of small ones. And so is it really worth it in the end if you're spreading it out? Probably not. So it's always, I would probably recommend going with Paul Gauchi says and planting your biggest potato back in the ground to get the most returns. So we'll see how this next row goes. Red Norlands from Haas Tools are the next one. We're going to see how many we have. These ones are in the ground a bit. So here's my thought so far. What I'm seeing is they are only forming in the actual straw. They aren't even barely trying to put themselves down in this hard clay at all. First year in this soil, and this is also our first time we've ever tried the Ruth Stout method. Now this is sort of a disappointing one, but Next ones are all blue. These ones were pretty cool when we were planting them. They were so blue they were almost like staining our hands. Whoa! Snake!
I told you we were gonna find one.
Ooh, that's a big one. Look at that. It's cool. It almost looks weird. Like a dinosaur egg. Got rid of the snake. I feel like
This
Ooh, doing a lot. She'll touch a worm, she won't touch a snake.
they're very different animals.
It is hot in Georgia. I don't know where you live, but it's hot. And humid. When I was working last night, it was so humid that...
What is that? Oh. The salamander or something. Look at it.
Oh wow, it's still alive, huh?
Hello, little friend.
Quite a wildlife excursion we're going on here.
Hello.
Eat it.
Hello.
Eat it.
Hello, Cattywampus crew. How are you? He's waving. Look at him. Or he's miserable.
Dance, salamander dance party.
Beware of the snake, little guy.
I don't know. Do snakes eat salamanders?
I don't know.
Comment down below if snakes eat salamanders, because I don't know.
Snakes eat humans. That thing was probably going to eat us.
Yeah, it was huge. It was at least the size of my pinky. What the heck's wrong with you? What the heck?
Get stung. Bees everywhere.
Oh, yellow jackets. Let's go. So I realized the other day that apparently I'm the only one that really hasn't been doing updates on the Sunflower Showdown 2020, the Haas Tool Sunflower Showdown. These are our giant sunflowers that we planted from Haas Tools, and as you can see now, just to give you a little scale, I'm actually 7'6", and so these are growing pretty well. I mean, I can just see over the tops of them, and being 7.5 feet tall, I guess that means that we're doing pretty good. I feel like our stalks are a lot skinnier than like Travis's and Coghill. I think ours are pretty much smaller. Ours are probably the smallest ones. But what I'm thinking is that we're maybe going for the long haul, I'm gonna say, but we also have not fertilized ours at all. So we may put some more compost on, or we may hit some fertilizer. I know Travis at Haas Tools had just done a video about fertilizing sunflowers, and so we might give it a try. We'll see how it goes. They're doing good, they're healthy looking, and what I can say is all around us, we have a lot of other things trying to suck up the nutrients for these, and so we're gonna move the pigs back over here. This is where they used to be. We literally have so many volunteer plants over here, squash and everything else that are growing, that we're just gonna let the pigs back in this area over here on the other side and let them eat all these squash and volunteer tomatoes and everything else. So here's our update. This is our sunflower update. Laugh if you will, but what I can say is this: we have been pruning, and I'm also, one thing I saw from Luke at MI Gardener, I saw that he was suckering, and so I've been suckering our sunflowers. So we're growing to one main stem, and so all the energy is basically diverted back into one head. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll keep up with it. We'll check back in with you. This here is the source of Lauren's screaming. Oh, yeah. We need to go ahead and take care of these yellow jackets so we can get back into our harvesting over here. I wanted to show you guys, we actually had our pigs castrated the other day. Our mini pig. If you've been with us for a little bit, you've seen Ollie in our other videos, and then also we had our guinea hog boar castrated as well. We've literally been having piglet after piglet born out here from old Jelly Bean, the male we just had castrated. We've had several American guinea hog piglets born recently, and so the doctor was actually able to show me how to castrate these American guinea hogs when they're piglets. So I'm going to give you a little short clip of that, so check that out. Just be advised, that's, you know, viewer discretion on that. I'm going to try and block out most of the crazy stuff, but I'll just show you how we learn to do that, and hopefully you have a vet in your area that can teach you some good stuff that you can do on your farm or your homestead. He thinks you're gonna give him another shot? You're okay. We've all had this done to us at some point, except for Hadley. Hadley's never been put to sleep for anything. Have you? No sleepy for you.
I would put pressure.
Well, all right, everybody, that's it for today. Thank you for joining us yet again. If this is your first time with us, please, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you hated it, hit the dislike. And if you are interested in more of our videos and you want to see more of what we're doing, please hit that subscribe button down below and hit the bell notification so you can be up to date with everything we're doing here on the farm. But for now, we'll see you guys next time.